You know, sometimes you just got to call sin out for being sin. Is that right? It's just sin. You're trying to destroy people. That's sin. You're trying to kill God's children. That's sin. You're trying to prevent them from living a thriving life that has been set aside for them to live well. That's sin. So we have to call it out when we see it. Next up, it's a writer extraordinaire, a professor, a speaker. You see him all over the place, on TV and on radio, talking about racism, Christian nationalism, and everything else that is happening. He's from Philly, but he's hanging out in the middle of the state of Pennsylvania right now at Messiah College. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Dr. Drew Hart from Messiah University.
Today, we have come to a crossroads, and we will have to make a decision about the kind of society we are committed to here in central Pennsylvania, as well as throughout the states and across the nation. We have come to a crossroads, and we have to choose between pursuing beloved community or submitting to the vision of white Christian nationalism. We have come to a crossroads, and we have to choose between thriving as a pluralistic society where everyone belongs and everyone matters, or the other option is an anti-democratic and exclusive vision where a fake gospel of Jesus and an untethered white supremacy will wreak havoc on our neighborhoods, crushing those who most have their backs against the wall. As a committed follower of Jesus, I know that I have come to a crossroads, and I can either genuinely and courageously follow after the one from Nazareth who quoted from Isaiah in his first sermon saying, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he's anointed me to bring good news to the poor, release to the captives, recovery of sight to the blind, to let the oppressed go free, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor." Or I'll choose to remain quiet as politicians and pundits hoodwink and bamboozle the American people and vandalize the name of Jesus by tying his name to racist, intolerant, and economically unjust policies that are disproportionately harming the least, last, and little ones that Jesus cared so much about. I would have to lose all conviction and conscience as they pushed a false gospel that used the name of my Lord, who was crucified by the top-down powers that be of the Roman Empire, and as they connect that to a contemporary, mean-spirited, poor people-crushing, hateful vision where white Christian nationalists also choose coercive, top-down power once again, rather than faithfulness to God, who has a greater vision where everyone belongs and everyone matters. We have come to a crossroads, and I invite you to choose the road of love, the road of justice, the road that leads to beloved community. I beg of you, do not take white Christian nationalism lightly. It is a threat to everyone, and it demands that we speak up, that we all work together, and on November 8th, that we go to the ballot box and say no to white Christian nationalism. Join me, people of faith and no faith, in catching the prophetic vision of shalom in the book of Isaiah, a vision of beloved community where justice, righteousness, peace, joy, and abundance are the grounds upon which we live our lives. We have come to a crossroads today, but what the white Christian nationalists don't understand is that when we bridge our differences and when we work together, there are more of us than there are of them. So I choose beloved community, a society where everyone belongs and everyone matters, a society where each and every person can fully participate, a society where everyone is treated with dignity and respect and have all the basic necessities of life like quality housing, livable wages, education, food, and health care. A society where we can thrive together, and I'm trusting that you will step up to this urgent demands of faithfulness to a loving God and a radical love for your neighbor, and that you won't remain passive or quiet in such a time like this. And so, God is watching you.
So are we. God is watching
you.
And